Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. It's match day 23 in La Liga, and which last week's shocking results. The league is wide open. Real Madrid losing, and the title race is back on just 8 points separating the top four. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Bilbao. 8 points between them. Then you come down from 5th place at Villarreal to 12th place Sevilla. Just 9 points separating the other 8 teams. Fighting it out for those European places, and then you go from 13th place Celta Vigo to right until 28th place Valladolid. 10 points separating the next 8 teams. So there's not a single team who's not in a tough situation, who's not fighting for the title, who's not fighting for European places, or who's not fighting to get away from those relegation places. Very very tight the league is going at the moment, especially the way we get shocking results every weekend. You cannot really predict what is going to happen. So let's go ahead and try to make our predictions for this weekend. The first game, it is Rayo Vallecano against Real Valladolid. It is 6th versus 20th. Now Vallecano are on an amazing run. Their season has been really fantastic, to be very honest with you. They are undefeated in their last 5 games as well. 3 wins and a couple of draws. Playing against a Valladolid side, just 1 win in their last 5 games, 4 defeats. Then it's not looking really good for Valladolid. Vallecano, they are the home side as well, and with the way that they are playing and the form that they are in, I think it's going to be a win for them. And unfortunately, I don't really say that much for Valladolid, but I think it's going to be a comfortable win for Vallecano. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Rayo Vallecano. Moving on, it is a Celta Vigo versus a Real Betis. It is 13th versus a 10th, a 4 point separating both of these teams, and both of them are not in a really good form. Just 1 win in their last 5 games for both of them. And as I said, it is. I think it will be a very fun game. Both these teams like to go ahead and play attacking football, and I think we can expect goals in this game. But the way that they are playing this, like to score the goals, but they like to concede goals as well. Both of them have been really terrible defensively, and I think that is why we are going to get an entertaining game of football, but we are not going to get a winner. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Celta Vigo and a Real Betis. Then it's Athletic Club versus a Girona. It is 4th versus a 7th. Now Athletic Club, they are undefeated in their last 5 games, but 3 of them have been draws, including the last 2. If they really want to somehow challenge for the title, they need to start winning games. The teams above them are continuously giving them chance to come into the title challenge, but they are somehow messing it up. They are playing against a Girona side who have been sort of playing really good football. 3 wins in their last 5 games. They lost one last weekend as well. I think it will be a very good game of football. Girona, they have somehow really come back into the fold, fighting for those European places. I think I am expecting a good game of football. I'm expecting goals, and unfortunately for Athletic Club, I don't think they are going to win this weekend as well, but I think we are going to get a good game of football. And yet again, I'm going with the same scoreline as I went for the last game. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Athletic Club and Girona. Moving on, it is Las Palmas versus Villarreal. It is 15th versus 5th. Las Palmas just 1 win in their last 5 games. It is not looking really good for them. They are 15, but the difference between them and the team below them, it's not that, like just 2 or 3 points. So one bad result, and they could be in one of those relegation places. So they cannot really afford to drop any more points. But they are playing against the Villarreal side, who are 5th in the table. 3 wins out of their last 5 games, and after quite about a month or so, it is sort of looking like Villarreal are in back in form. They are sort of consistently playing really good football, and they are getting the results, and I think they are going to get the result in this game as well. But I think it will be a very hard fought win for Villarreal. I'm going for a 2-1 win for the away side. And then it is the biggest game of the weekend in Europe. It is Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. It is 1st versus a 2nd. Just a point difference, a point difference between both of the teams. Real Madrid's defeat last weekend has basically made this game even bigger than it already is. It's a Madrid derby. It is the top 2 teams of Spain going at it. I think it's going to be a big game of football. It is at the Santiago Bernabeu. You cannot really expect get anything bigger than, apart from that Clasico in Spain. I think it will be a very good game of football. I'm expecting a lot of goals. I'm expecting fiery, fierce rivalry in there as well. So I'm really excited about this game as well. And I think the winner of this game is going to be Barcelona, because I don't see a winner out of this game. I'm expecting goals, and yet again, it's going to be a similar result like some other games that I have predicted. I'm expecting goals. I'm expecting really fun, but I'm not expecting a winner. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Moving on, it is Alaves versus Getafe. It is 18th versus 14th. Alaves just 1 win in their last 5 games. They are not playing really good football. They started the season quite better, but they have really faltered, if I'm being very honest with you. Playing against a Getafe side who have won two of their last 5 games. They are, they're been undefeated in their last 4 games, and they're going to look at this game and they're going to, look at it in a way that they can get a win in here and they can get away from the relegation pack and somehow be safe. I think it is going to be a good game of football, but I don't see a winner in this game, if I'm being very honest with you. I think we are going to see the first 0-0 of this weekend in La Liga. I'm going for a 0-0 draw between Alaves and Getafe. Then it is another big game at the bottom of the table. It is Valencia versus Leganes. It is 19th versus 16th. Just 4 points separate these two teams. Valencia have won 2 of the their last 5 games. They won last weekend as well. Leganes, on the other hand, they have been really poor recently. Just 1 win in their last 5 games, and they have been playing really bad football as well. I think this is and Valencia are the home side as well. And if I'm being very honest with you, I think this is one of those games where Valencia can go ahead and get the result and pull Leganes closer to them. As I say, just 4-point difference between them. Leganes are on 23, Valencia and 19. They win this game, and the point difference is just 1 point. So I think Valencia are going to go with that mindset, and I think they are going to get the win as well. I think they're hard fought win, but I think Valencia are going to nick it in that. I'm going for a 1-0 win for Valencia. Up next, it is Real Sociedad versus Espanyol. It is 11th versus 17th, and the surprising fact is Espanyol are the form team coming into this game. Sociedad, they have lost 4 of their last 5 games. Last 3 games have been 3 defeats in a row as well. Espanyol, on the other hand, just 1 defeat in their last 5 games, and the last 4 games have been 2 wins and 2 draws. So they are coming into this game with a better form as compared to Sociedad, and I think Sociedad really need to get the win here, because if not, I think their chances of qualifying for Europe are going to get continuously as less as possible. But I don't think they are going to get the win, because Espanyol are playing really good football, and Sociedad's confidence is really down. I think we are going to get a draw in this game as well. I'm going for a 1-0 draw between Real Sociedad and Espanyol. Moving on, it is Sevilla versus Barcelona. It is 12th versus 3rd. Sevilla just 1 defeat in their last 5 games. 1 win in their last 5 games. They have they've lost once also. There have been 3 draws for Sevilla. They are playing against a Barcelona side who have sort of won their last 2 games, sort of starting to get the form back. And with what happened last weekend, and if my prediction goes correct with the Madrid derby, I think they are going to look at this game and they're going to think that we can catch both the Madrid clubs with a win here, and I think they are going to get the win here as much as Sevilla are going to try. I think it's not going to be an easy win for Barcelona, but I think they are going to get the win. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Barcelona. And the last game of the weekend is Mallorca versus Osasuna, 9th versus 8th. 2 dark horses who have sort of come out from nowhere, fighting out for the European places. Both of them are the same number of points. Both of them are not playing that good football. Osasuna, the last 5 games 3 defeats, but the last couple of games they have won 1 and drawn 1 as well. Mallorca, on the other hand, last 5 games yet again 3 defeats as well, but that have been the last 3 games, so they have not won in a month almost. Mallorca coming into this game, I think it will be a very tight game. I don't see that many goals in this game as well, and I don't see a winner as well, if I'm being very honest with you. I think it will end up in a draw. I'm going for a 1-0 draw between Mallorca and Osasuna. And with that, my predictions for La Liga match day at 23rd are complete. I think it will be a very interesting game set of weekend, to be very honest with you. I expect a draw happening, and I think Barcelona getting a win. I think there are going to be a couple of changes at the top. I don't think there are going to be many changes at the bottom for the relegation places, but those European places, I think there's going to be a lot of shuffling, to be very honest with you. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Let me know and make your predictions as well. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of this year, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.